Hi everyone, it's Katie from Scrap for Your Life YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my 10 crafty goals for 2020. And right now you're looking at my craft room Christmas tree. I didn't get a chance to share this over the holidays. I haven't taken down any Christmas things from my house because I've been sick and I didn't get much time with them anyway, so I'm going to leave them up a little longer. And these are just some tags that people have sent me and some ornaments that they made for some of the swaps that I was in. And a few, that one I made before. And a few just regular Christmas ornaments. Anyway, I'm going to put you guys on the stand and get to the 10 crafty goals. Today I'm sharing my 10 crafty goals for 2020. And this was a challenge that was put up by Midge Mountain Crafts here on YouTube. And she shared her 10 crafty goals. And I had some of them that were the same as hers. So if you guys get a chance, go over to Midge Mountain Crafts and check out her 10 crafty goals for 2020. And let's get to my goals now. My number one goal is to have fun while crafting. And not stress. So I know it can be stressful when you're trying to meet a deadline for swaps or challenges and you just have everything else in your personal life going on. So I'm going to try not to do that and try to do more planning and try to just have fun and enjoy what I'm doing in my crafting. Number two is to spend less on crafting supplies and just make my own supplies out of my stash here, and to create things, build up a stash, to create things like bows, flowers, and embellishments so I don't have to go to the store and buy those things. And then number three is to make more time to craft with my friends. I didn't get to do too much crafting at home this last year with friends, so I want to try to do that. And number four is to get ahead of the crafting for the holidays. So like when I go to craft, I usually am so behind. I'm like, the holiday is almost here when I'm crafting for the holiday. So I'm going to try to start making things ahead of time for the holidays and to sell at craft boutiques and online, things to sell online with my crafts. And to do that, I have to be way ahead. And I feel like I'm already behind, so I need to get on top of that and start planning it out. Number five is to make more time for crafting crafts for friends and family. And like this last year, I didn't make any Christmas cards or anything. I didn't have time. And so I didn't send those out to friends and family. And there's other things that like come up, like when friends are sick or something like that, that I'd like to, make cards for them and send them something to help them feel better while they're feeling down. So I'm going to try to get more of those done ahead of time, maybe, so I can just pick what I need and send them out And birthday cards too. I go to the store and I buy birthday cards instead of making them. But that goes along with my next goal, number 6, is working on learning more techniques for card making. Because when it comes to card making, I have a block, and I don't know why. I just like every time I go to make something, and then I get frustrated with it because I don't know what it is about the cards. And Midge says she has the same thing too with the cards. So the thing I've been thinking about is why it blocks me so much. And one of the things that I think is a reason is that when I go to make a card, I'm thinking about the sentiment and to put on the card. And I keep thinking, like you have to have these long, beautiful sayings and everything for cards. And it just blocks me because I don't have that. Or if I do make a card, I spend hours looking for those sentiments to put in there instead of just leaving it simple, or just make the card and make it blank and then add some sentiment later. And so I'm going to work on that because I think that's where I get blocked. And then by the time I'm online and I'm hours into looking for sentiments, and then I'm just like, well, forget the card, I'll go buy it. So let's see if there's another reason I wrote down. I think there was another reason. And the building of the card, the inside, I feel like I have to put more on the inside, and I don't know why. I can leave it simple and put a few little things inside and move on from there. But for some reason I've been thinking I do the outside, what am I going to put on the inside? It's got to match, it's got to do this, and blah blah blah. So I'm going to try to just start keeping it simple and not put just the bare necessity inside instead of going overboard, because the outside is what really needs the most focus on to make it pretty and everything. So number 7 is to do more challenges. And I don't even know if I did any challenges this last year, but I had a lot of medical problems, so I couldn't do too much, and I was in swaps, and I felt like I was just barely making the deadlines for every swap. And so this year I've decided that, and I hope I stick to it because I really need to, is that I'm not going to do any more swaps this entire year at least. And because I'm already in a collaboration with Deb Hawk's Crafty Cottage, and I've got to post once a month for that, and so that's going to take up some time. And then I still want to do challenges and enter people's challenges. Not so much, I don't care about the prizes because I have a lot of stuff already, but I'd like to just, support those people. And there was a lot of challenges last year that I wanted to do and support, these crafty ladies, and I didn't get a chance to do any of them because of the swaps and my medical problems. But so if I stay out of the swaps, because swaps take a lot of time, at least for me, because I really get into the making them, and then I want to do more, and then I just take a long time doing it. So I need to stay away from them and just focus on this, plus of all the other goals that I have this year. I think, if I stay away from the swaps, I might be able to achieve those other goals. So number 8 is make time to create things I've wanted to create for a long time but keep putting them off. And I have a long list of things that I wanted to do. They're crafty things, and they're like things I've looked and saw other people make before in the past, and I put them on my list, and I was like, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that, but I don't do that. And I never had time to do it, but I really want to try and get to the list and start making some stuff on the list. And also there's techniques that go with some of it, and different techniques I've never tried. So then the next thing is number 9 is do more home decor crafts, and that goes with my last thing. I have another list that has nothing but home decor craft things on it, and I have not got to those things, and I need to get to those things because I keep going out and going to thrift stores. Hold on one second. And going to thrift stores and buying more home decor things to alter and everything. And now I have a huge amount in my garage that I have not got to, so I want to try not to go to the thrift stores or garage sales or anything like that until at least get, quite a few things knocked out on my list that I already have to alter and do those things. Because you could just keep going and building up, and I'm running out of room. So then the last thing, number 10, and to achieve all of this is to organize my crafting and keep things organized, and with not just my crafting goals, to keep that organized in like a planner to plan with. I want to do that, but also to keep my area organized, because when I craft, I think it was slowing me down, especially at Christmas time, because I was crafting in a huge mess because I just kept making things and not cleaning it up. And so it was kind of like building and building, and then I was dropping things. I have these bowls that I put like little gems and stuff in, little embellishments as I'm crafting, and those bowls got knocked over several times onto the ground, and I had tons of beads and little things to pick up. So I was thinking, I saw a craft like a tray. It's a shorter tray, but it's a bigger rectangle. The bowls are tiny, and I was thinking I need something that's kind of spread out too, because I can see what else, all the little gems. Instead of digging, everything falls out of the bowl as I'm digging. So I'm going to try this little tray at the Dollar Tree that I saw for $1. I mean, it's worth a try, because I think it will let me spread out my little things, like the little beads and gems and little bows and stuff like that I'm looking for. I'll be able to see it better in the tray. So I'm going to try that. And then one of the things that I did try, and I kind of learned on the way doing this last Christmas projects, is my cutting area is at the table. It's over there, that whole table back there. And yeah, I have my Vagabond and my regular cutter and trimmers over there, die cutting machines. And so what I did was, papers were getting everywhere out of hand, and I just cut and I was leaving them, and instead I should have been picking them up, but I decided I'd try this, and it worked out really well. I got the 2.5 gallon baggie, or it's 2 gallon. I think it's 2 gallon. I buy them from Winco. I put my 12 by 12 scraps in the huge baggie. I don't know if I can get it all in there. So I have all those in the baggie, and I started just anything that's bigger than 6 by 6 and above, I would put in that baggie, and anything smaller than that I put in a gallon baggie. So all the scraps I put in there, and as I cut them, if I thought they were bigger or smaller, I left the bags open over there and set them on the side, and I would put that the scraps in the bags, and that worked out really well and kept my area clean. And then it was really good because when I was making some other embellishments at the end of my project, I needed to go back and make a few more things, and so I was able to go through those scraps really easily in the bags just by flipping through and seeing which colors of papers and designs I wanted to use. And then I also kept a 2-gallon bag of whites, because I make a lot of white scraps when I craft, because either I'm layering with it to make it thicker, or I'm using it for like putting things. I'll use a white piece of paper on top of my craft area so something won't get dirty or messed up on it, and I'll be able to see it easily. So that worked out good for putting those, because I kept grabbing a lot of those. But what's good is I can go back and grab these whites now. Instead of grabbing new white paper, I'll be able to go to this baggie and just grab some white scraps out of there, so I don't keep making it more and more. And I made a lot before I realized I should do that and put them in there. And they were all over the room by that time, because I kind of scatter things. I don't know why. And then there's another thing that helped, and that's behind this, is this spinner that my husband, he found it at a garage sale for $1. I think $1 or $2. And this helped out really well. Let me pull it up a little bit more. You can see it. I put all my like anything I was using for like Christmas, I put in a little like beads, gems, ribbons, even the bag. I didn't use that one, but anything that I needed to use, like Crafty, even if I grabbed it across the room out of a drawer or something, I'll bring it over here after I used it, and I hung up the excess to it and put them all on these little hooks. And that worked out really well, because I didn't have to keep going back and forth to the other drawers in my craft room to try and find something. Most of it was just hanging there. And then I had these little die cuts that I had die cutted for when I was making my embellishment book. And so whatever excess I put in a baggie and I hung it, so if I went back to it to get another one, I would have it. So there was flowers in there and stockings and stuff like that. And then I had like this excess trim I hung on there, and some twine and some beads and gems. So that worked out really good. And I was even looking since then for a floor kind of thing. I would love to have like a 3-tiered one that I could just put right next to me, because especially for Christmas, because this wasn't all of the stuff, there's way more, but I didn't have room on there. And I did have this cart. I don't know if I can take it off of there. Let's see if I can show you. I'm gonna move everything. And this cart is overflowed. And this cart's too small. It was just a thin one I got at one of this, I think it was an estate sale or a school sale or something, a rummage sale. And I had rubber stamps down at the bottom and some sticker stuff in the middle. And then the stickers just kept piling up on top, and some ribbons in there. But I didn't need too much in that one, because I ended up crafting mostly pink stuff, and that was like a lot of other stuff that was red and green. So I was thinking I'm either going to get a bigger cart, but I really don't want to do that because it probably won't fit in my room very well, and I'll keep running into it. But for every holiday, I'm going to switch out this spinner with whatever I'm crafting for the holidays. And also there was this one, I was watching Lala's Creation 12, and she was doing one time for her Halloween, she had a pegboard and she had put all her Halloween stuff to craft for that on her pegboard, and I was thinking that would have been great for Christmas, my Christmas stuff, because I have so much and I would be able to. So I'm not sure if I would go that route, because I have to clean that whole wall it's over there above my cutting station. I'd have to move that stuff away to put a pegboard. And I had a pegboard once, but I really didn't like it, but I wasn't using it the same way. Now that I heard that or saw that, I like that, using it for the holidays, because there's always a holiday coming up that I would be crafting for, so I would be switching it out every time. But I'm not sure I'll go that far. I like the spinner, and I might get another spinner because I think I can get 2 spinners side by side right here. And I think 2 would be plenty enough spinners to go and use. But I have it, I don't know who made this spinner. I know I saw it from craft. There was a lot of craft people way back that had this a long time ago, but I don't remember who made it. And I've been looking online for it and I cannot find that. So if you guys know who makes these kind of spinners as like in a craft product, let me know in the comments, please. That way I can go search it out and I might get another one. But I even looked at like taller ones that weren't made for crafts. There were other things, and was considering maybe those, but I know they'll be pretty heavy. The stands would be heavy, and the cost is more than I want to pay anyway. So I think one more of these would be perfect, and that way I can just switch it out for the holidays, which I'm about to switch out this one for spring and Valentine's Day, so Christmas will be put away. So let me see if that was all that was on my list. Oh, and then there's this basket that I had the washi tape for Christmas that I was using, and it was all spread all over my desk. So I got this little basket, and that helped a lot putting it in there. Because normally I store my washi tape in a container that I got from, I don't know if it was, I think it was Harbor Freight. It was like a clear plastic, and so I store those all in there, but I pull out, for the holidays or whatever, I'm working on different ones that I think I'm going to use. So just having a little container is good for that. And let me see if I can reach over there and get the bowl. And this is the bowl I was using. Oops. It just had, actually it's not the bowl I was using. This one had beads. The other bowl is, let me see if I can get in there. The other bowl is this one. That's just a tag. But you can see I put like bows, fabric bows, regular bows, all kinds of little embellishments like these candy canes, the centers for flowers, and then the bottom is a bunch of gems down in there, like pearls and flatbacks and stuff like that. But you can see as digging for them, it's kind of hard. So I'm going to try that tray. And the tray is not very wide. It's like from that side to my fingers right there. So, but it's flatter, and I think it will work out better for that. But, it's a constant. We're always looking for better solutions, and I've been doing this for a long time. Probably I've been doing my craft room for about 10 years now, redoing it and redoing it and redoing it, and I'm still learning to do more organization stuff, and it's probably gonna never end because I have changed my craft room so many times, and I just changed it a couple months ago again. So, and I still, after I changed it, I still have a couple more things that I started thinking after that what I want to do to it. So it will be a complete ongoing thing for the rest of my life. I know that. So, but it's fun and I love doing it, and I love organizing and rearranging and making things better and more accessible. So anyway, you guys go over to Midge Mountain Crafts and watch her 10 crafty goals, and thank you, Midge, for suggesting to do this. It's a good thing to have it all like down, and I was writing stuff down, but I like the fact to make a video for it because maybe I'll, stick with it and now that it's on video. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great new year, and I hope this gives you some incentive to go make your own video for your 10 crafty goals. And then I'm tagging Midge with a hashtag Midge Mountain Crafts 10 crafty goals. So if you want to do the same thing, you can do that. You just put it in the description box, and then we'll be able to see everybody's if we look it up like that. And so I'm gonna go, and you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.